हेलो फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम बैक टू माय चैनल। आज जिस टॉपिक पे मैं वीडियो बना रही हूँ वो है इंडिया फॉरेन पॉलिसी। ये आपका जो लोग मास्टर्स इन पॉलिटिकल साइंस कर रहे हैं इग्नू से, उनका सब्जेक्ट है MPSC 001, उसी का एक टॉपिक है। तो जो क्वेश्चन इस टॉपिक से पूछे जाते हैं वो यहाँ पे मैंने लिखे हुए हैं, मैं आपको एक बार रीड कर देती हूँ। Describe the role of PMO in implementing India foreign policy. Explain India foreign policy towards China. Explain NAM यानी कि Non-Alignment Movement and its relevance. Briefly explain the growing influence of the PMO in foreign policy making. Explain the determinants of India foreign policy. Explain how the independence approach to studying India foreign policy differ from the realist approach. Briefly describe the domestic determinants of India foreign policy. Critically examine the role of media in shaping India foreign policy. तो सबसे पहले हम इसमें, आप जब भी कोई आंसर लिखो किसी भी टॉपिक से रिलेटेड, तो सबसे पहले उसका एक शॉर्ट इंट्रोडक्शन देना ज़रूरी है। तो यहाँ पे मैंने भी एक छोटा सा इंट्रोडक्शन दिया है। विद इंटेंस इंटरेक्शन बिटवीन द गवर्नमेंट institution and socio-political level actors, ultimately the Indian foreign policy is made. The outcome of the policy process, foreign policy, is the concrete policy directed towards a foreign nation or external policy issue. Next topic is Indian foreign policy under Nehru in the formative years. Indians secured their control over nation foreign policy only after their independence from the British colonial rule in 1947. A newly independent India was plunged into the world affair when the external environment was of the Cold War between the two superpowers, the United States and the Soviet Union. The first Prime Minister of India, Jawaharlal Nehru, was in a dilemma. Dilemma का मतलब confused. Though Western educated, he was personally attracted to the Marxist thought, but any alignment with the one or the other bloc would have meant loss of newly won independence. Thus, he opted to keep India away from both the power blocs and follow an independent foreign policy. This came to be known as the policy of non-alignment. नेक्स्ट टॉपिक है ही लेड आउट सर्टेन फॉरेन पॉलिसी गोल। जवाहरलाल नेहरू ने कौन कौन से पॉलिसी गोल्स जो थे बनाए थे? एंड ऑफ कॉलोनियलिज्म एंड रेसिज्म, इंडिपेंडेंस फ्रॉम power blocks and close ties with China and Asian neighbor. Primarily by non-alignment, Nehru meant not getting entangled with any military alliances. Second, non-alignment did not mean neutrality in world politics. Non-alignment is a positive thought. It meant that India retained the independence of decision making on an issue that affected her interest. नेहरू डिप्लोमेसी, ये अगला टॉपिक है। Nehru had great faith in the international organization and their sense of justice. It was Nehru who had taken to the UN the crisis created by Pakistan war against Jammu and Kashmir in 1948. The UN ordered a ceasefire and asked Pakistan to withdraw its forces. The Indian Prime Minister had then given an assurance to hold a plebiscite to decide as to whether Kashmiri desired to join India or join Pakistan. This brings out the faith Nehru had in the fairness of the UN. Nehru had maintained close ties with the British Commonwealth of Nations by enabling the Indian Republic as a member. But Britain was not interested in finding a solution to the Kashmir crisis. अगला टॉपिक है फॉरेन पॉलिसी आफ्टर नेहरू। In the 1960s, one major question that was widely discussed was after Nehru who? Nehru died in 1964. Lal Bahadur Shastri succeeded him. His tenure was short as he died in Tashkent in January 1966 after signing the Tashkent Agreement with Ayub Khan, military dictator of Pakistan. In India foreign policy, Shastri has to be remembered for a major change he brought about in the shifting of emphasis from international event more to the immediate neighborhood of India. Shastri focused on India's immediate neighborhood, aimed at impressing relation with South Asia. However, his perceived weakness led to conflict and war in 1965 with Pakistan. First, First, it was in the run of Kutch, where a dispute was created to claim Indian territory. The dispute was referred to arbitration by a mutual consent. Another major crisis faced by Shastri was the India Pakistan War of 1965. Mrs. Indira Gandhi tenure. Mrs. Indira Gandhi succeeded Lal Bahadur Shastri as the Prime Minister. After Pandit Nehru, Indira Gandhi had the largest tenure as the nation Prime Minister. Indira Gandhi, after the 1970 election, was able to consolidate her power in the country. The major foreign policy event in her term was the Bangladesh War, fought with Pakistan in 1971. Simla Agreement 1972. The Indo-Pakistan War of 1971 was brought to an end by signing the Shimla Agreement between Gandhi and Bhutto. Under the agreement, both the countries resolved to settle their differences by peaceful means through bilateral negotiation. They also agreed to respect each other's national unity and territorial integrity and not to assist or encourage any act which could affect the maintenance of peace in the region. Apart from these expressions of idealistic thought in concrete terms, Pakistan regained all its territory lost in West Pakistan in the war and also secured freedom for prisoners of war taken in Bangladesh. Rajiv Gandhi and the Indian peacekeeping force in Sri Lanka. As Indira Gandhi inherited Afghan crisis from previous government, her successor Rajiv Gandhi inherited, so to say, an ethnic crisis in Sri Lanka which began in a big way in 1983. But Mrs. Gandhi had handled the crisis as a disinterested mediator between Sri Lanka and the liberation tiger of Tamil Eelam, who were demanding a separate Tamil state in the northeastern Sri Lanka. But under Rajiv Gandhi, the crisis took a turn for the worse. There was bad blood between all sides to dispute. As a result, LTTE plotted and had a human bomb assassinated Rajiv Gandhi on 21st May 1991. Later, the same forces were also responsible for assassinating President Prema Das. तो स्टूडेंट्स, ये था आज का वीडियो. इसका सेकेंड पार्ट जो है बहुत जल्दी आप लोगों के पास आएगा. और वीडियो अगर पसंद आई हो तो लाइक कीजिए, शेयर कीजिए और सब्सक्राइब कीजिए. और अगर आपको ये नोट्स PDF फॉर्म में चाहिए तो आप मुझे व्हाट्सएप कर सकते हैं मेरे नंबर पर. बहुत सिर्फ मैसेज डालना है, कॉल नहीं करनी है. तो आज के लिए बस इतना ही. नेक्स्ट वीडियो तक बाय.